Hello, welcome to New Nail Tech Success, where I help you get started as a nail technician. What's up? What's going on, my YouTube homies? How y'all doing? I'm doing great, awesome, and I hope you are too. So let's just go ahead and get right into this video. So I'm sure you saw the title and that piqued your curiosity. So let's just get right into it. It is fall now, guys, and I love fall, mild weather. Just beautiful here in Ohio. So we have these fairs a lot of times, and I get candy apples. I like candy apples, you know. And so I picked up one nice red candy apple, and it got me to thinking that making great candy apples is like making great acrylic nails. And how is that, you might ask? Well, when you are making candy apples, you have to make sure that the candy gets to the right boiling consistency before you dip the apple into the candy. If you dip the apple into the candy too quick, it's going to be too wet, runny. It's not going to coat the apple. If you wait too late, then the candy will be too hard to coat the apple, and you may even burn it and have to start all over again. So you have to make sure that you get the candy to the right boiling consistency so that it will coat the candy and make it a hard shell on the apple. And it's the same way with acrylic nails. To do great acrylic nails, you have to make sure that the acrylic is the right thickness. The right thickness. And that's all consistency means, that it's the right thickness to do what you want to do. Okay, so when you are doing acrylic nails, if you make the acrylic balls too wet, your acrylic is going to run all over the place, and you won't be able to shape it into an acrylic nail. If you make the acrylic too dry, it's just going to sit on top of the nail and won't move the way you need it to move. So you have to make sure that the acrylic is the right consistency to shape a great acrylic nail. Okay? And this is known as product ratio. Product ratio. It's very important. If you want to make great acrylic nails, you must know your acrylic's product ratio. So here's a clear definition, my definition of what product ratio is. It's knowing the amount of acrylic powder and acrylic liquid you need to form an acrylic nail. That's what product ratio is. And you must know what your acrylic's product ratio is to be able to form acrylic nails. Okay? Got that, guys? Great. Now, so how do you know how much acrylic liquid and how much acrylic powder you need for the acrylic that you're using? Well, some manufacturers will tell you what the correct mix of acrylic and powder you need. The most common that I've come across is that they'll say you need to use a 2-to-1 ratio. Okay, and that means 2 parts acrylic liquid to 1 part powder. You got it? Probably didn't, because I never got it. I never understood that. Okay, so how do I measure that? What? Exactly. That's like telling somebody who's just learning how to drive, all you have to do to be a good driver is give 2 parts pedal to 1 part brake. Right, that's stupid. So that really confused me when I was just learning acrylic. I didn't understand that, but I came across a better method, which is just the pearl method. Basically making your acrylic balls to where they're glossy like pearls. And no matter what acrylic you have, this will work. I've tested it and it will work. Okay? So that is what I suggest when you're trying to learn product ratio, the pearl method, and I'm going to show you what I'm talking about in the next video. Okay, but let me just show you what I'm going to show you in the next video. What I'm going to show you in the next video how to make the pearl method, but I'm going to show you what I'm talking about when I say make your acrylic balls look like pearls. Okay? So this is what I mean when I say make your acrylic balls glossy like pearls. See how the pearl is glossy and so is the acrylic? That's a pretty good indicator that the product ratio is correct. And that's what you want to do when you're making your acrylic balls. It's a much easier method than trying to figure out 2 parts, 1 part, or whatever. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and show you that it doesn't matter what acrylic you use, it will still, this pearl method will still work. And as you see, as the acrylic dries, you know, it loses its glossiness, but you know, it's still the right product ratio. And if you can see it, see the thickness, see how thick that ball is on the side. If it's on the nail, that would be a nice, you know, thickness to form the acrylic nail. Here's another acrylic pearl. See it? Same pearl effect. So, you guys, it doesn't matter. This is the best way to determine your product ratio. Okay, now make sure you go to part 2 where I show you how to make the pearls with your acrylic.